Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Mark Crawford. I'm here today to talk about my application CSPall. It's a computer science programming application for learning languages. What is CSPall? CSPall is a quiz game for students that teaches them the syntax and structure of various programming languages. Currently the only languages we support are C++ and Python, but more are set to be added later. Why use CSPall? You can learn language syntax, you can explore difficult concepts, and you can have fun while doing it. The process of designing and developing CSPall. Research began by researching Qt, which is what I use to program the GUI in C++. Then I made a UML diagram for the class structure, and also a diagram for the interface to be used in the application. Then I began development using Qt Creator for the GUI and C++. Here's my interface structure for the program. The first step in designing CSPall was creating a map for the intended structure. This particular diagram was constructed in draw.io and is also available on the GitHub. This is the preliminary class structure for CSPall. There are 4 windows in the application and a class for connecting to the database and getting data from the SQLite database. Where do we go from here? The original purpose of CSPall was to have a 2-player capability, but due to time constraints, this was unable to be realized, but may be implemented in the future. I'd also like to add more languages and a topic-based quiz structure and more questions. The current quiz structure is difficulty-based, and I would like to separate them into topics so it would be more appealing to students. I'd also like to update the appearance of the application and redesign the interface. Here we are in Qt Creator. Let's take a moment to look at the code before moving on to a demonstration. You'll see we have 4 UI elements: the main window, a menu, the quiz, and the sign-up. Here's our Open Database class. You'll see in the constructor there's some exception handling to make sure the database is open properly. Then it verifies user login information, or creates a new row inside of our table if the user creates a new account. QuizDB extends our Open Database class, inherits from it, and makes sure we don't repeat code unnecessarily. QuizDB's primary purpose is to pull the questions from the database based on the course and difficulty selected. Alright, let's move on to a quick demonstration. Here's CSPall. Let's make a new account. Alright, first name, last name, profile, and a password. Alright. Now we should be able to log in. Here we are. We have Clark Kent's account. He's a new user on CSPall. Let's choose a language. We'll go to Python. And we'll start at the beginner difficulty. Alright, and here we go. Assign to the variable named count the value of num. Alright, so count equals num. What happens when we get one wrong? Oops, I guess that was JavaScript, not Python. Right, assign user input to the variable num. Num equals input. Prompt the user to enter number and receive it as input. Easy. Choose the correct syntax for if number is no less than 5. I guess that would make it greater than or equal to 5. Choose the correct syntax for a for loop that iterates from 1 to 5. 1 is inclusive, and I know the second number is exclusive, so that must be 1 to 6. Alright, assign to the variable num, user input, cast as the type integer. Okay. Tricky. Access the third element of the 4th row of a 2D array named array. So this is backwards. I know the 4th row is the first here, and the third element would be the second. So that would be 3 and 2. Okay. Perform integer division. I know that's 2 slashes. Alright, let's see here. And that would be that. Alright, awesome. Got a passing score. Alright, and this has been CSPall. I'm Mark Crawford. Thank you very much.